Hashi Squelalo, welcome. Thank you everybody for joining in. New Life Learners, making all things new. Nonprofit. Lineage First Foundation, coming to you from Chicago and hopefully a city near you. Thank you for joining Freedman Street. Hello family, it's a very frigid day in Chicago. I haven't did a video in a while, haven't said anything in a while because I'm doing a lot of work here in Chicago, preparing for this summer, preparing for the violence that's probably going to ensue, and trying to change the mindsets and the actions and the community on which the guys in my program are part of. And that's a whole different thing. If you want to know about it, send me a little message on my email or connect through my foundation, Lineage First Foundation, and get in contact with me and I'll tell you a little more. But right now, I want to discuss the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. A lot of people talk about it was trash, that they didn't like it, that he didn't do a good job. And most of these people, so when you do a show like, it's different type of shows that you go to. Shows that keep you entertained, shows that's thought-provoking, shows that's reflective of reality, and just shows that that gives you information. Now, he did all four, and I'm gonna tell you how. It was well laid out, it was well put together, it was scripted and broken down. He did a show with a lot of subliminals messages in it, and the way he broke it down, did his set was a message. The way that he orchestrated the props around was a message. The way he had Samuel L. Jackson come in, beginning, middle, and the end was a message. So he did a real good job by putting on a halftime show, not entertaining you at halftime. That's a big difference. He threw a lot of nuggets in there. When he first came in, he came in with sitting on that Monte Carlos. And those who don't know, Monte Carlos was like a ship that they used to have in international waters of America, that they did a lot of gambling and sex trafficking, a lot of shit, and then it got and then it ran on the shores and got, and then it shipwrecked. But that was a ship that did a lot of things. So when you think about sex trafficking and bringing people in and out of the country, and he was indicating to not like us, indicating pedophilia, and doing things in a corrupt way, and had the people coming out of the car, the Americans coming out, because when you bring people into the country, you smuggle people in the country, they start integrating themselves into the country. And so that's one thing. And he had the red, white, and blue. Everybody was red, white, or blue. And he was showing how sometimes inside this game, because the whole field of the stage was set up like a game. When you first looked at it from far back, when he looked at it, it was like a tic-tac-toe board. Saying that the game is played by two teams or two people, right and left, red and white, black and white, red and blue, Democrat, Republican. You have other people that try to get in on the game, or they wait for their turn to play the game. So he threw that in there. What else? He had other significance in there, like in the middle part when he was rapping, and the guys were sitting on the light, what you seen as a light pole, and as you look at it, was a lot of people around sitting on the light pole, like as we used to do back in the day when we had a cipher or start rapping on the corners, rapping and singing on the corners. That's how we started. But when you look up on the light pole, on the top of it was a man hanging on there. The shadow on the ground looked like a man hanging from the tree. Pointing to the history that we had in this country in the background that they try to disguise, that they had a lot of terrorism, domestic terrorism when it came to us. And the second part, it was like, if you ever did the tarot cards, that it was the card that had a man hanging upside down. I don't know if it wasn't a fool. I forgot the name of it, but that card is like discovery and reawakening and stuff like that. So that was another prompt, another nugget that he put in there. Then you go farther in, just like with that game, teasing you back and forth. When Samuel Jackson came out, you don't know how to play the game, and that's when he came out the second time. He switched his songs up into those more mainstream music that's acceptable by mainstream, by the mainstream, and most people didn't understand it. Why he was switching back and forth in that manner. They'll just wait for the song that they wanted, and he kept teasing them with that. So then he shot back and he went back and asked a question: should I do it again? And then he teased you a little more. And so after the third season, he came on out with the final verse that everybody was waiting for. With the whole build up. So it's a lot into it. You have to sit down, maybe do a thinking section, go through it, write down these little nuggets or every little part of it, and see how much he put into it, even to his chain that he was wearing. He had the A, what I'm saying, the small A. Is it A minor, or is it saying A as he's a small part of America? He's not the main character in America. It could be a lot of different points or different perspectives that you could bring on that. Of course, a lot of people could say it's just speculation or you just reaching, but people just don't do things by happenstance. You choose and be selective of what you do when you present it in front of other people. Just like when you go out to a party. You don't just say, I'm going to grab this and put this on. You be selective and you think about what you're going to put on, because you want to give the best representation of yourself to the crowd, to the individual, or whoever you're trying to impress. So thank you very much. That's all I have to say today. Y'all have a great and wonderful day. Check out Lineage First Foundation, please. Do your genealogy. Talk to people, because this year, this summer is going to be a great awakening and a great fight for us. Peace.